Megan Cezak, going to the University of Kentucky. What a historic career that we've ended with and started with, from age group bopping around in the small pool for so long, and now she's going to one of the top Division I college schools in the nation to swim. What a great transition from junior year, which didn't go as well as you liked, but she had to deal with a lot of stuff in the off season, and I think COVID did a great job to reframe her mind and get her reinvested and figure out what she wants to do. And you can easily tell by the swims at the sectional meet that she put the time in. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, I don't think we have a ton of fantastic athletes with the Neuqua Valley Girls Swim and Dive team, but I don't think anybody's made a quicker impact than Tiffany Rouen. When her freshman year came around, immediately started changing our I guess you could call them almost nationally renowned sprint crew. A staple in 3 relays, someone that in a lot of ways we could have put her in a second individual event to score really high, but we know in swimming that the relays are just so critical to get in there. And so for the longest time, Tiffany was a staple on 3 relays, never complained. I mean, always had a preference maybe, but did her job the way she needed to do. Had an absolutely brilliant junior year, senior year, stuck her in some different events, 200 free, 100 backstroke, to help solidify us as one of the greatest. So congratulations, Tiffany, so happy for you. Well, what a lovely addition to our team this year. We know fully well that McKenna came over because of her friends and how connected she was with them and wanting to wrap up her career, but we definitely utilized her a lot this year. She swam 4 events and just really kind of took things over. I think between the 200 IM, the 50 free, and the 100 fly, even with breaks, 3 outrageously impressive swims in the span of, I think, just under 40 minutes. So that was a considerable effort there. And I know at the meet you were like, can you have this meet slow down? It's like, unless you want me to jump in the pool, like, there's very little that I can do, and I wouldn't be able to be around for that, but you handled it so well. And it's not something that was just done on that day. It's something that we had to work towards. We all know that, you know, with swimming, it takes a lot of effort to get themselves ready for peak performance and go even faster than they've gone before. And to do so with just a little bit of time and some maybe some less practice time is really a credit to your talent. So we wish you all the best, and we know we'll hear about you. Wow, what a career. I think that we'll be looking at some record boards for a really, really long time, and just an impressive swim overall. What an impressive career kind of coming in, and I really think that you really embrace the team atmosphere, and I think that part of the reason why you got into that level that you're at with, you know, the mid-distance to longer events is that's what the team needed her freshman year, and she's just like, okay, I'll do it. And just kind of the story I tell about Rachel, especially to the age groupers, is just kind of like failing forward. So if you ever watch Rachel's races, she approaches the 500 or the 800 or the 1,000 or the 1,600, whatever it is, like it's 100. She just goes after it and died a little bit at the beginning and just regrouped. Next event, keep going, keep going, keep going. So that was great. I think looking at the 500 at the sectional, I kind of had a card in my back pocket that I was going to play at the very last second, and we practiced all year to maybe take out that first 100 real easy and then kind of build from there, where I knew this was going to be her last high school race ever. And so I found her in the gym and said, I don't even want you to think about it, I just want you to go after it right away. You're going to have to really learn to move through some pain and suffering in the middle of the race when you're all by yourself, but your job is to go try to catch people after that. So I think you embraced it, and what a great end to a fantastic career, Rachel. Super proud of you. Wow, I'm sure this is kind of like a Coach Allen situation where you have to go look, but when would you ever see a 2-sport event champion in high school? And that would be difficult to try to go across several sports to try to look into that. It's maybe a project for a later day, but we know if that happens, it is, once in a lifetime. And the transition has clearly been tipped in our favorite. So many times I think that our divers helped carry the team through a lot of really good invite victories, conference victories, and then a couple state championships. And I think that in 2018, when we got to be at Evanston and jump in the pool, you could easily tell that Jane wanted to be one that competed that day, and you could just see that twinkle in her eye, like, I'm going to be here next year. And I think flash forwarding to 2018, when she was the state champion, her first dive of the final session, I knew she had it. Just the way that she carried herself on the deck, on the board, her first dive. And I know some of the parents like to make fun of me, but every time she would dive, I'd be up out of my seat cheering as if it were a relay race or an individual race and whatnot. Outside, as great as she is as an athlete, she's an even better leader and mentor to a whole group of divers. And I think that her perseverance through the quarantine, through the summer, with limited training abilities, obviously got herself down to Florida for a little bit to make sure that she could maintain some semblance of activity, but then came in and you could just see how she wanted to have that diving group run. And it was incredible to watch them be so into each other, helping each other, very productive. And judging by conference results, where we went 1-2 at the varsity level, 1-2 at the JV level, had great success with divers at the JV open level, and then go 1-2 at the sectionals, just kind of solidified how strong that diving corps was. And I don't think you can mention that without Jane. So, and we appreciate Coach Meeker stepping in and filling in and taking Jane's advice, what she feels comfortable doing. And so I think that was a great relationship to have for Jane to have a great end of her senior year. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for having me. Coach Sutton would like to be here today, but he is fulfilling his teaching obligation this morning at Oswego East, so he asked myself to fill in, and I have some stats here, John, I wanted to share with the public in case some people don't know how special a basketball player you are. But I first want to say, John, I remember first meeting you coming to our Neuqua basketball camps in the summertime when you were in kindergarten, and you were about yay big in the back gym, and I was looking over, and I remember telling Coach Sutton, I go, we have a special player. And Coach Sutton's like, oh, come on, they're all about this tall. I said, no. I said, this guy right here is going to grow up to be an exceptional basketball player. And watching John over the years from kindergarten to first, second, third grade, and now he's about yay big, and this is like brings tears to my eye today to see that he's committed himself to go play basketball next year at Yale University. Is truly, John, just a remarkable accomplishment. And we as a coaching staff here at Neuqua are so proud of you. I know this season we still don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully if we get a season in the springtime, you're going to shatter some records. I want to share with everybody here. Right now, John, you are the second leading scorer in our program history with 1,221 points. In another 70 points, you will be the all-time school leader in points, which will probably happen, I would guess, in 2 games with you. You are the all-time three-point leader at Neuqua Valley, 2-time first-team all-conference and Daily Herald honorable mention, 2020 special mention all-state. You will, I know the game that stands out most to me recently among all your accolades is the game versus Bolingbrook, where John had 49 points. And that is our single game high. If you had made some free throws, he knows this, he probably had about 60 plus, but we won't go there. So just in a nutshell, to sum it up, John, you are truly an inspiration, I think, for all of our players, my son included, who looks up to players like you, who not only is John an exceptional athlete, he also has a 4.3 GPA. And to have both of those and to commit to a school like Yale University just speaks volumes to his parents and his family. I know couldn't be prouder of him, and his uncles and the Polikitas family have all big basketball families. So John, we are so proud of you. Congratulations. And on behalf of Coach Sutton and all of us, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Well, we've been fortunate to have Kaitlyn with us since her freshman year. She's been a varsity player since her freshman year. And obviously, we missed last season, but we're counting on Kaitlyn a lot this coming season to be a leader. Kaitlyn is an exceptional midfield, defensive mid, could be attacking mid at times. Comes from a great family. Her parents, her sister Lauren, are wonderful people. We've just been so blessed to have Kaitlyn. She's a quiet leader. I had a quote in the paper this past spring. She reminds me of smooth jazz because it's just, she does some things magically on the field, just calm. Her demeanor off the field is very calm, but on the field it's very calm. And as a coach, you love to see that in players because she has great vision. And sometimes she does things that are like, wow, where did that come from? And so thank you, Kaitlyn. Coach Lee at Xavier is going to be very happy to have a player of your caliber. So thank you, Kaitlyn, for your 4 years with us. Well, first of all, the Neuqua Valley family is going to miss the Tesman family, having Tara being the third Tesman child to go on to play college sports. So, I don't know what the Neuqua Valley family is going to do without the Tesmans. But Tara's going to graduate as one of the best goalkeepers Neuqua Valley's ever has had. So, and it says a lot when you look at some of the history. We've had a couple one player go over in Europe and play professionally. And then, the history of Neuqua. So she's going to graduate as one of the best players we've ever had in the goal. Tara is an awesome kid. She's so funny off the field. I had the pleasure of having her in class last year. Great kid, very personable, but on the field, she's just a true leader, very vocal. She's great with her feet, and nowadays, that's such an important aspect of a goalkeeper, is being great with their feet, not just keeping the ball out of the net, but we're going to miss Tara a lot, expect a lot from her this coming spring or summer, whatever you want to call our season. But congratulations, Coach Hanley at Indiana State is very fortunate to have you on staff, so congrats.
It's always an honor to be able to speak highly of our student athletes here at Neuqua Valley, and Aiden Greene follows in a long line of very good baseball student athletes. Aiden is part of my last team that I coached on the freshman level, so I've had the pleasure of watching him grow for 4 years, and having been his coach for 4 years, I can honestly say that he has done everything that we have asked of him. On the field, off the field, he has developed into the leader that we thought he could be. So it is going to be a really good time to watch him go out and be our top dog, grab that ball game one, go out and do the things that the Coach Fumo has taught him to do. It has also been a pleasure to have watched him, for him to have allowed us to be a part of his growth. We are we're in that realm of time where student athletes have to kind of pick and choose when they can participate with the high school and when they can participate with their outside teams. And like I said, I can honestly say that Aiden has given us an opportunity to be a part of this journey with him. So very proud of him. Was really looking forward to him being a leader as a junior, but now I'm overly excited that he'll be our top dog during the 2021 season.
A few words about Connor Boyle. First of all, congratulations going to University of Virginia, which is an awesome swimming school. They've been on the rise here the last few years, and couldn't really get a better addition than Connor Boyle. His career has been unbelievable. Got to watch him when he was young over at Breckenridge with a great group of guys, and then just to see him kind of take off really that freshman year, we knew he'd be something special. Just a performs at the biggest level at the biggest times. And obviously another huge year sophomore year, and then junior year. Never forget that 100 free, taking down one of the best swimmers in Illinois history, and I think counted right there as one of the best swimmers as well in Illinois history. Just an exciting race, a big upset, double state champion. We're really looking forward to seeing what he's going to do this year. It's going to be a little different year, but I think there's going to be some positives, and hopefully he can end his career maybe right here in Neuqua Valley and throw down, one of the best times in Illinois history. So couldn't ask for a better athlete, better leader. He's been an awesome leader for our team. Great group of seniors, and they're going to be very happy at University of Virginia. So congratulations, Connor. It's been a pleasure. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, well, congratulations, Jimmy and Denise, heading to the University of Tampa. Couldn't be happier. I think it's just an awesome place for you. Jimmy's had an unbelievable career for us in Neuqua Valley. Like Connor, Boyle, I mean, the two of them, really since they were young, just kind of came up together and have really carried our team for the last few years. Got to watch them at Breckenridge, in youth swimming through Fox, and then of course at Neuqua Valley. And he always rises to the challenge. I'll never forget his race sophomore year. He was our relay guy, and he was still, a little bit new to, the high level performances, and he was swimming in the 200 free relay against probably the fastest two swimmers that year in the state. And we had a slight lead, and I'll just remember the announcers kept talking about the other teams and didn't even think we were in the picture. And then here came Jimmy as a sophomore, holding them off, and just had the swim of his life, and for our team to help us get a state trophy. So he's a big-time swimmer. University of Tampa is going to be happy to have him. He'll be a great addition, and looking forward to see what you can do this year for our team as well. It's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be exciting to possibly end his career at our own pool at Neuqua Valley at our sectional. So congratulations on a great career, and good luck at University of Tampa.
All right, well, hey, Holden, congratulations. Committed to Seton Hill University, one of the top Division II lacrosse schools in the nation. Great academic school as well, so we're super proud of you. I've had the pleasure of coaching you, as you know, since you first started playing back for Fox Valley in 6th grade, and I've really seen you grow and transition into a shutdown defender. So it's been a great process seeing you grow and excel. Last year, obviously, the season got cut short. You were named captain, though. Started off your freshman year as a varsity player, 4-year varsity player for us, contributing to that Elite 8 team. And then in 2019, our Final Four run, when we took 3rd in state, you were really one of our top defenders. And I remember the South Elgin game, you shut down their #1 player. I don't think he had any points, maybe one at the end, that was lucky, but awesome defender. We're super excited for you to be a captain again in 2021, and we look forward to your future at Seton Hill, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So having the opportunity to come up and celebrate Caden's journey, it is definitely a pleasure. One of the young men that I had the pleasure of coaching as a freshman, so I've been able to watch his progression for 4 years. Unbelievable work ethic. Kind of saw something when he was a freshman, knew that his arm was going to carry him, throughout this journey, and we've watched him develop every year. Unfortunately, the virus kind of halted what we could see of him, but we are really excited as a coaching staff for the 2021 season because Caden is going to be one of our top 2 pitchers. That's the expectation anyway. We know Southern Illinois is going to get a very good athlete, an athlete with a very strong work ethic, an athlete who has lineage at Southern Illinois, so both parents are from SIU, so he's just kind of carrying on tradition. So again, looking forward to that final chapter of high school and then closing that book and opening up the new chapter at SIU, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I just want to say congratulations to you, Nicholas, on your accomplishments of going to U of I. I was able to watch you race a few times this year since we were able to host a couple meets, and your dominant performance here and throughout this season and throughout your career has been quite extraordinary, and we wish you the best wearing the orange and blue. I have some pretty strong connections to Illinois. I had a former basketball player of mine play at U of I, and so my first test for you to see how you respond to this. ILL.
I.
There we go. All right.
So we are here to celebrate a moment that we were anticipating for the last 4 years. It was just a matter of who Riley was going to choose, and Michigan is extremely lucky to get Riley for the next 4 years. I am so excited for you for what's going to come in the next 4 years, and I'm looking forward to what we have left to do this year. It's been so awesome to be able to coach you, to be able to watch you grow into this awesome woman that you are right now and this awesome leader that you've become. And I am so proud of the effort that you've put forward in both your academics and athletics. And you have truly left a legacy here at Neuqua Valley that is going to remain forever. So congratulations, Riley.
Thank you. I'm very honored to be here, Riley. We were just talking about when you were a freshman, and we could watch this kid hop and jump more than we'd ever seen before. And the look on Coach Hartman's face when he said, "Watch this," and you went down our hallway, we were like, "Oh my gosh, that was amazing." And little did we know that this freshman, this goofy freshman, was going to make such an impact on us from that day through the end of this year. We are so proud of you, Riley, because it's not just your ability that's out there. It is your leadership. It is your desire to be a part of this team and to make others a part of that team and feel welcome.